everyone! Today is World Book Day, so first of all, happy Book Day to you. To celebrate Book Day, today I will be giving you a short lesson on how to write your very own story. This might be an actual lesson or just a review, but either way, let's get started. The first thing you want to do is decide on which genre you are going to write in. This is going to be helpful throughout the book because when you're most comfortable in that writing genre, your writing will be at its potential best. Here are some examples: mystery, adventure, thriller, fiction, fantasy, or even fairy tales with a twist. Although there are many out there, but those are only some that you might choose from. Then you can proceed to the second step, which is developing your characters. When you are developing characters, you realize there's two parts to it: making their name and the personality. And if you like to draw images or you're more of a image kind of thinking person, then you can even make them like little drawings of your person and then their name and their personality. And basically it should be like as if that person was standing right in front of you. And when you're making your name, you want it to be unique, odd, or maybe even funny to match the personality. You can even do puns like I did. For example, Mr. Pickled Lemon. That's going to be your example for this video. Your next step is developing your storyline, which would be a sandwich. A little problem and a little problem, and then a big problem in the middle. See how it's a sandwich? And if you're writing a chapter book, you might want a little sandwich for each chapter. Or if you're writing a mystery or adventure, you might want a s'more sandwich. So multiple problems in the same sandwich, like lettuce and tomatoes. And then you could have a sandwich of the sandwiches. Or you could even have multiple sandwiches going on at the same time. Either way, the biggest number of sandwiches you have, the better your story will be. And so let's say our storyline is, this is just an example, but let's say the book begins when Mr. Pickled Lemon takes a picture. And then the next day he finds out that he's tied to his bed and his phone is missing. So, and then you want to drag it and make it seem as if it wasn't actually anything related to his phone. That was just a distraction, kind of. And you basically like try to give the reader all sorts of reasons why it wouldn't be anything related to his phone or the photo he took. But it actually is, so you want to drag that a lot. So the reader keeps getting drawn to the edge of their seat. And when they finally fall off, that's when you reveal that it was actually, when they're basically believing that it wasn't anything to do with the photo, then you reveal that it actually did. It was just the photo. Something in the background of the photo was what made the criminal steal that phone and potentially threaten Mr. Pickled Lemon. So, and the whole book can be on the quest of how he finds that criminal and gets his phone back and stops that criminal from doing that bad thing. And in that case, you can even add those little clues, the confusing clues, and you can even add like a mystery sort of thing, even if it's actually an adventure book. And after you're done developing your storyline, you can even start making storylines for your little chapters. So for that chapter, let's say like 500 words, you can still have a little storyline to have more problems, like I mentioned earlier. And when you are done that, so basically you have your entire book mapped out, then you can start writing. And when you're writing, be sure to use descriptive words and don't be repetitive. And an easy way to do that is just keep looking for synonyms. So for example, he found out. Then you can say he searched for, or something like that. So after you're done writing, then you can start looking for editors or publishers. And when you do that, congratulations, because you've just written your own book and you're very close to publishing it. Now I will give you some tips. My first tip is when you're writing a mystery or an adventure, include confusing clues or hints that I mentioned earlier. When you want to do that, it might seem hard, but there's some pretty easy ways to do it. You can make them rhyme, or make them use words that might be odd or confusing. Or you can even use metaphors, similes, or sayings. And when you do that, the thing with those 3 metaphors, similes, and sayings is that you can even use them to match your situation in your book when it has nothing to do with a clue, when you're at the biggest problem. And even in the little problems, but when you are at the height of those problems, those sayings and the similes and the metaphors make it so much better. So, and third thing I would encourage you to do is that if you have the best sentence in your head, even in the middle of the night, don't forget it. Even if it doesn't apply to your situation, because who knows, 2 years later you might need it. So just write it down and put it somewhere safe. I hope you enjoyed this video and learned something from it. For more learning, please subscribe to our channel, Connections to Build and to Build Well.